Hi, I'm at the Tools4AgileTeams conference with John, right?
John Terry from Leankit, yes.
What's Leankit?
Leankit's a visual management system. So basically the elevator pitch is we are sticky notes on a whiteboard online that allow you to visualize organizational process flows. So for organizations that might be here at the conference, think of that as visualizing your agile processes, but we're also using manufacturing, we're using construction, we're using HR. So basically Leankit is a tool for visualizing processes no matter what those processes might be, and then measuring them in order to improve organizational results.
And it's not only visualizing, it's actually working, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So those sticky notes can be moved, they can carry information, they can carry attachments, and they can be integrated with other systems. So a lot of customers who are using
it's in the background, right?
Yeah, this is it right here. So these lanes are those organizational process steps, and the sticky notes are work flowing through that process. And as I was saying, in many cases, those cards are flowing from some other system, whether that be Jira or Team Foundation Server or Microsoft Project or Remedy. So Leankit is used as a visual tool to sort of glue together an organization so that work can be better handed around inside the team.
Awesome. So if I have a software like Jira, I can still use Leankit as a complementary.
Yeah, absolutely. So in some ways you might say, Jira has their Agile board, used to be Greenhopper. So you might say in some ways if you were just using Jira, Leankit might serve in place of this. But if you're in a bigger company, Leankit could be almost an agile board that's visualizing all of your systems. So part of your organization's using Jira, part of it's using Remedy, part of it's using Team Foundation Server, whatever. You can bring all those things together into a single visual layer in order to better manage those things, and also in order to better measure those things.
Oh, awesome.
So on the front end, it's sticky notes on the whiteboard. But on the back end, everything that's happening is being tracked and measured. And so you can get measurement on your delivery speed, you can get measurement on your variability of your process, and some of the latest things we've been releasing, we actually allow you to do simulations. So basically we can take your historical data and run hundreds and thousands of simulations with them in order to forecast what the likely future is going to be for those projects.
So I can see my cards moving, although that would be probably tomorrow or the day after.
And actually out 6, 9, 12 months. So we're showing you what are the ranges of, maybe I want this project to be done at the end of the year, but the simulations will tell you.
He's a wizard.
The simulations will tell you that you're actually going to be done in March of next year. What we can also do from that is tell you which variables you can adjust to get better results. So improving staffing or improving your processes, say your defect rate, things like that. So very simple on the front end, sticky notes, but on the back end, it's actually very, very powerful analytics and measurements.
Oh, awesome! I'm learning a lot about Leankit while doing that.
Outstanding.
So I was under the impression that I would be the perfect customer for you if I had a whiteboard right now with paper on that, and then I have grown into remote team, and I want to integrate them, and then I adopt Leankit. Is that it? Main target group, or is it rather the Jira users?
No, it's certainly both. But I mean, that's absolutely a perfect type of customer for us, and that's very much the case. So we were working in an organization yesterday in Cologne, who's a customer of ours for about 600 people, and it started as sticky notes on physical walls, but as they began extending it to sites in France, sites in Belgium, India, that became impractical, and so they needed an electronic system to connect those things together, and again also to measure those. So that's definitely one of the paths. Also, one of the paths is people using something like Jira or other systems, and they want to have better visualization. Or one of the other uses of the system is really extending out into the rest of the organization. So marketing groups, sales groups, HR groups in organizations that couldn't use a system, well, I won't say couldn't, but maybe it's not so easy for them to use something like Jira because it's kind of meant for IT. Leankit's meant for visualizing processes no matter what they are.
Okay, so if I'm an Agile team, and this is the Tools4AgileTeams conference,
Sure.
So I'm using Scrum.
Yep.
Or let's work in the other way. I'm using a Kanban style. I would imagine that Leankit would be a perfect fit for me.
Absolutely.
I can go in and find everything I need. But how about Scrum? You had to talk about like either Kanban or Scrum is not the right question. So how am I going about as a Scrum team with Leankit? Is that a possibility?
Absolutely, absolutely. So many of our customers actually are doing Scrum.
Okay.
And you know, many Scrum teams have a Scrum board.
Yeah.
And so what Leankit allows them to do is to sort of take that and evolve it and make it more information rich as they get more advanced as a team. And so absolutely, many of our customers, that board in essence represents their sprint. So things come onto the board at the beginning of 2 weeks, they leave the board at the end of 2 weeks. And so you have those lanes. Or in some cases, certain lanes on the board represent a Scrum team, other lanes represent upstream and downstream teams from them that they need to hand work to. So say something like a code release team if you don't do your own deployments, or infrastructure teams, or those kinds of things. So it allows you to take sort of Scrum at the team level and expand it out to the broader organization. It works very well.
Okay, in a short pitch again, if I'm an Agile team, why should I be looking at Leankit?
Leankit is extremely flexible. It's extremely easy to use. So you can model basically any workflow for organizations from 10 people to thousands of people, and you can do it really, really quickly. So we have organizations that have rolled Leankit out to 2,000 people. It took 6 months.
And it's only HTML5, right? No Flash, or do you use Flash or Java outputs?
There's Flash in some of the analytics, but primarily it's all JavaScript. It's all in the browser.
So compatible with all browsers?
Yep, absolutely. We've also got an iOS app, and we've got an Android app coming out within about the next 2 months. So you can pretty much use it on any platform.
John, thanks.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Thank you.